Hello, it's Greta and welcome to some more Tribes Ascent. I'm gonna run through the classes real quick, voice my opinion on them, explain them, whatever you want. It's more for me really to get to know, because now on the yeah, there was a bit of errors there, but that was because of fraps. Now, because we have a new ability here to roam all the maps and use all the classes, including the ones we haven't unlocked. So I'm just gonna run through them real quick for people who don't know them. People who want to know my completely unbiased opinions of them. There you go. So this is a soldier class. Alright, this is a medium, so you've got light, medium. So this is a light one. Yeah, you can see me changing to it in the game as well. So light, medium and heavy. Right, pretty well, it's pretty logical what the difference is between them. More health, a little less, well, light has less health than heavy, a little bit more maneuverability and all that, and usually made for speeds and capping and whatnot and chasing, all that, all those terms you will hear very often. So there you go. We have here the soldier with the iconic weapon, the spin fuser, namely a disc shoots, kind of like a rocket launcher, a bit slower than maybe in other games, but hopefully they're gonna change that now. The idea of the soldier is to have well, he can basically do everything really, but the important thing is it's one of the classes that's unlocked right at the start. We've got two classes, the ranger and the soldier. The ranger I've shown you in the first video a little bit, my awesome skills that I have. I'm really doing a bad job skiing, I'm just running around. So right, so basically spin fuser kills a light in one hit. Okay, usually you see those awesome videos where people shoot them down in the air. Now there's nobody around here, so that's not going to happen. I'm sorry. I've been able to do it. Then we have, well, okay, that's the spin fuser, very important. A lot of other classes have a spin fuser as well, or a little bit of a spin-off of the weapon. There we go. We've got the hit scan pistol. Hit scan is an evil word in Tribes, as it is right now anyway. And hit scan just means point and click like most shooters today, and it's a very bad thing because usually Tribes players prefer these kind of weapons where you actually need to think about where your opponent is and shoot them in the air. So I will show you a little bit. Right, is that, yeah, you see a rather accurate little thing there. If you shoot it one shot, you can actually keep it nicely on the crosshair, so that's nice for picking off. If you actually hit a medium twice or glanced him with a spin fuser, you can actually finish him off with a pistol. That's kind of the idea. Then we've got a grenade, which is actually not that bad, rather large explosion radius. Got a couple of perks, but I'm gonna bother with that anyway. Then the second class that you unlock just with the game without tokens or money or whatever, this one I have a problem with because this is another hit scan. Well, there are only a few hit scan weapons really, but this one is a problem. Not because it's hit scan for me, a lot of other people will disagree with that, but if you shoot a single shot with this, right, you will see it is rather accurate. Now in a game like Tribes, where usually your opponent's going to be flying amongst the stars somewhere, that one shot is not going to kill him because you have the regen, right? So one shot, you'll be, I don't know, 200 miles from here by the time you've actually damaged half of his health. Now usually this is a finisher weapon for up close, but if you spray, you get that. You see, if you are just a little bit further, the spread is rather stupid. Now burst fire doesn't really help with this too much, right? So, but that's the thing, because I will show you later another class who has a similar weapon to this where this doesn't happen. Now this is of course instant hit, right? But I should do something about that random spread. Maybe a linear recoil or something, so you have to pull down your weapon or something. That would be really wonderful. Now the secondary weapon of the ranger is actually his primary weapon for a lot of people, the thumper. It's kind of like a disc, only you see it has only a limited lifespan there, because the disc flies forever and ever, well, almost forever and ever. It doesn't do as much damage as the disc, and it has a slight arc. Right, you can see here if you point it down there, it's probably not going to make it, but there you go. See, it's got fall off damage. Usually you can't one shot light with this. It's about 600 damage that this does, and Spin Fuse does about 900 to 800 somewhere. But usually hit them once and spray them to death with the skill as well, basically. And then we also have a grenade, which is a little bit different, a little less spread there. And that's that. Alright, so next, let's see. First one I unlocked was, of course, the sniper. Hated by many for a simple reason of this. That's the speed it shoots at. It's got 4 bullets, but a perk gives it 5. No, one of the unlocked skills gives it 5 bullets. That it's too fast for a lot of people. Also, you can see here they changed that. They're going to change the scope back. I didn't mind it too much, but alright. And you can see it's like in Team Fortress, it actually charges up. Now, the thing is, right, in Tribes everyone's flying around and there's almost no cover. So what you do if you are a half-skilled sniper, you do bam, bam, dead flag carrier. And that doesn't seem like fast, but it is pretty fast when you're taking a route like that, because usually you're flying around everywhere at decent speeds. Now this one doesn't really give me the opportunity to go fast. I'll do it with the Pathfinders shortly. And then of course we have, that is of course a hit scan weapon as well. It doesn't have any following bullets or anything, it's instant. And then we have his secondary weapon, it's a little bouncy revolver. Does a lot of damage. It really does, but you need to lead your target because it's a rather slow projectile. It's actually as fast as you can see here, right? So that's for long distance. No, but you're a sniper, so why would you? And then you have the Claymore. Does exactly what you think it does. Planted on the flag. Flag carrier comes in, happy that it actually made it across the map, and then explodes. Very well done. And then you have the jammer. That's a deployable thing. What it does is cloaked enemies. We have cloaked enemies, and will be visible by this in a little bit of a range that nobody really knows how long it is. And then you have also, you won't be visible on the radar because everything, you can actually be spotted. When this thing's around, you can't be spotted. People don't know where you are. Very handy if you're a sniper trying to do a little bit of offensive camping or whatever. So as a sniper, a point of much controversy, whatever. Right, let's see what we will go with the Pathfinder next, and I'm going to embarrass myself. The model of the Spin Fuse is actually the one of the old Tribes games. Now, I think actually this projectile is does a little less damage, but it is faster. So there you go. So, and with the Pathfinder, you also have the secondary shotgun, which everyone hates. Which is, it really is, you can see, spread real fast, it drops off, and you can't kill anyone beyond, I don't know, sneezing distance, but it's just a finisher really. So there you go, I'm already going 150, 160 now. I don't have the perks unlocked here. I'm just gonna try and get some kind of speed going here. That's not gonna work, is it? Oh well. So this one is a kappa, which means slang, and I just killed myself because I'm talking and not really thinking about it. I've actually capped flags, don't worry. This one is a flag runner. You really just want to go for the flags or chase other flag carriers, really. Let's try and do a proper job there, right? And he also have this grenade thingy that explodes instantly if it hits anything. Actually, that was weird. What was that? I have no idea what that was. Was that my little grenade thingy? It probably was. Anyway, I'm gonna kill myself for a second so I can show it. It's a grenade that actually allows you, it does a little bit of damage, but a lot of thrust as well. Most people just use it to get some momentum going here. There you go, see, 180 now. It does a little bit of damage, but also if you hit a flag carrier with it, he will lose the flag out of his hands. Doesn't kill him though. Well, usually it does. So there you go. We had a little bit of speed now. 200. There you go. There we go. Gonna rocket jump on this jump, and we're gonna make this hill. There we go. So we're now flying at decent speeds There you go. Normally you will... I hit the out of bounds field now, but normally you would actually use that momentum to actually capture a flag, but apparently that's not within my skill set on this map just yet. Because you need routes, you need to know the map, you need to know where to go, because the flag is there somewhere. Very high up, and you actually need to know what you're doing. If you don't know what you're doing and you capture the flag at running speeds, like 150 even sometimes, you are called llama by the tribes community. You are ridiculed, and people say that once they get the ability, you will be kicked from the server. So if you don't know what you're doing capturing flags, don't. Just observe, and sometimes find some friendly people that allow you to actually try it for once. Alright? So there you go. That's that class done. I really do like it. Getting used to it. I'm good at chasing with it already when there's actually people around and I'm not doing a monologue. But there you go. And I like the ow! Stupid turret. I'm gonna kill you now. See, the damage isn't spectacular when you're fighting the soldier one. See, that turret actually anticipates where I'm going. Isn't that scary? There you go. It's dead now. Good. Next. So we had the top level. Now let's try a heavy, right? Let's try a Juggernaut. I like it. I've unlocked this one as well. Two things. It's got a spin fuser, a green one. Actually does less damage than the soldier's one. It's more of a... for this class, it's a finisher because you have this weapon, which, need I say more, blows shit up. The explosion is a bit underwhelming. Normally in a normal tribes game, in an older tribes game, I would have been dead standing here. See, look, that's no damage at all. You see, normally everyone in a radius should be dead. It's only 1,200 damage, somewhere around that point. And but I have been able to do the artillery things, so real fast base suppression, base defense, base attack. You can do pretty much anything with it, and then finish off with the spin fuser, which is also, well, I don't know about the speed, it's rather similar. So there you go, that's a Juggernaut in a nutshell. In a nutshell. Lols. Real cool class. Don't really have much to say, it's pretty straightforward. You have a giant ballistic thing that kills people, and you can aim this thing perfectly, I must say. I've had cappers going down here and just, oh, he's gonna come there. It's the skill to have, like there, okay, bam, right on the noggin. You actually get a nice little 500 point accolade for that as well. Really fun. There you go. So, onwards. Maybe a little bit of the spy here. We have the spy from Team Fortress. He can cloak. It takes energy, of course. We also have, let's see here, we have a little bit of a sticky grenade that is quite potent, I will say. And then we have a semi-automatic. It's a hit scan weapon, this one. Just a little bit for when you are in trouble. Does need some amount of damage, a little bit of spread, but it is not intended for one shot. Well, sniping really. That's this gun. This isn't a hit scan weapon. You will see that because the bullet actually travels, you see. So it's for close combat. It kills someone rather quickly. I think it's in damage it's around the same as the Sentinel, the sniper's revolver there. It's a bit faster and doesn't bounce around like a moron, and it's quite undetectable and silenced and kills people from quite a distance away because it is 100% accurate. There you go. Because you can't really spread it. See, the crosshair doesn't even move. There you go. So that's the Infiltrator. Also, he's got perks where if you melee, oh no, that's not melee. This is melee, and you do it in the back. Like a spy in Team Fortress, you will kill them almost instantly. Maybe if not if they're heavy, but still. Voila, Infiltrator class, nicely done. Now, the Jumper, another light class, is again a Kappa class. Has got a little bit of a Thumper type thing here. It's more like a cross between the Thumper from the Ranger and the spin fuser. A little bit of an explosion there as well, but really, and then there's a 2-barrel shotgun. little bit of the scout in there and that. But the most important thing that he has is I just used it there for a second, is his pack, right? The ability he has, which if you are standing still, you press C, boom. There you go, you're going. It uses up all your energy though, so you better be in a good position to use it. They nerfed it a little bit because you could actually use it infinitely. That wasn't the idea. So boink, and after 150 you don't really get that much speed. So it's good for if you are in a bad position or chasing or whatever to actually get a head start on someone. It's a really good class. It is a light class, of course. Got another nade here. That's quite... that's alright. So there you go. Real quick, that was the jumper class. Haven't unlocked him yet because I'm going for the Pathfinder. Pathfinder is more a vanilla Kappa class. This one's really, so there you go. See, a little bit of a boost there. If you can actually know what you're doing with it, it's a really, really strong class. And it's, people say it needs to be reworked and overpowered because it's a bit overpowered because of the things he can do. He can just accelerate to a flag and just whoosh, be off. You need only one hill, maybe a little bit of a, there you go. A bold jump and you're off. You see, whereas people chasing usually have to go from a standstill, soldiers and stuff, they won't be able to keep up. There you go. Let's see what's next. The Scrambler, bit of a weird class really. It's got this static thing. It's not a cloak, but it actually removes you from sight. So basically on the radar, if your radar is operational, it's up there somewhere, you won't be able to see the map hack type things on the map here. You won't see those like that. You'll see your enemies and that'll be gone, so you can hide the people. Very nice thing to have. Then we've got boom, flashbangs. Does exactly what you think it does. And then this little weapon I'm carrying here, this is just a normal pistol. I think it's it's about similar to the, I think it's identical to the soldiers one. But there you go. That's a finisher. And this one is very reminiscent of the demo man, really, if you're from Team Fortress. It's a little sticky grenade. It really goes a long way. Very long way. Alright? But if you can hit someone at that range, you fucking deserve it. But really, so 3 of those little things that you can just send into the abyss. There you go. Sticky grenades. You've got a lot of them. It's mostly, it's not really, well, it's good for chasing if you are good. You know, see the explosion? It's rather big. It is rather big. If you know what you're doing, I mean, this is a very strong class. And it's probably going to be ones to watch out for in pro play once people get around to actually using these things. Now mostly used for base raiding, so for that was supposed to be a hit, don't tell me. There you go. On turrets, this is of course a friendly turret, so I'm not going to be able to kill it, but there you go. Or for generator raids, you kill things rather stupidly fast. You look at the reloading time on this thing, you know, very scary. There's actually one. They actually upped the token cost to this one at the start of the beta. Now they changed it back because they didn't want people to actually unlock it straight away. Because this one is one to watch out for. Anyway, and then another one that has a bit of controversy. I can't speak, I'm sorry. There we go. Controversial class. Our dear friend, the Raider. Right now, some say it is the only class that is good in power. Others say it's stupidly overpowered. Now this one is a bit similar to the Scrambler. It's also a medium type class. Also has a nice little, there we go, EMP grenade that'll drain energy and do a shit ton of damage. Only in a small blast radius though. But look at this. That's basically it. See that? This is scary. It has a short fuse, you see, so it bounces at the start and then waits for a bit, but it is so fast. It is a base, well, the class is called the Raider, so guess what you're gonna do with it. But the issue right now is this little weapon here. Right, so what we have here is a little bit of a pulse rifle thing going on here. It is not hit scan. So people saying it's not, it's got a it's called travel time, you can see it, but no recoil, no spread, 100% accurate, and it does more damage than the Ranger's automatic rifle. So you have to trail your target because it's a traveling bullet, alright? The thing is though, it is absolutely superior to what the Ranger has, because the Ranger, right, does less damage, has a ridiculous random spread, so you never know what you're aiming at. And if you use the single bullet thing, yeah, well, you're gonna be here all week killing someone. This guy, on the other hand, you're dead. There you go. That's the raid. I haven't unlocked him yet because I think this is going to be nerfed in the ground soon, or else we're going to see games. Well, this is going to be the AK-47 of Tribes Ascend if we don't fix it, because that's the only class people will need, really. That and a soldier for the spin fuser and the chasing and the Pathfinder to actually get the flag. But any midfield or base attacks or whatever is going to be this guy, and probably the Scrambler. But really, if you got this one, why waste your time on the Scrambler? But that's just my opinion. There you go. Technician is the engineer. Basically, he repairs things, but this class is a bit, well, he's got a bit of a problem. He's got turrets. Alright, it is base powered. These little fuckers are very annoying because they will kill you very fast. Thing is though, the engineer is stuck with this little gun, which is a hit scan weapon. Again, with very short range and ridiculous spread. Actually has recoil unlike the Raider gun. And, well, you can kill people with it. The only problem is that the people inside your base will be this guy and this guy. Alright? And really, yeah. Exactly. And his secondary is a repair gun. Everyone can have a repair gun. This one's a little bit better, but as you can see, you can repair things with it and not kill anyone with it. You're stuck with this gun and the turret, which can be killed in 2 shots, sometimes in 1. So, technician, it's fun for because you need him. Okay, you need to maintain the base, get defense. That way, the turrets are very important in defense right now. But yeah. I sometimes feel bad for the technicians. There's some people get a lot of kills with them, alright? It's just when coordinated, I'm thinking in terms of esports, I'm thinking in terms of coordinated attacks. It's, I don't know. He doesn't really deserve having a shit gun like this. But anyway. The Brute. A little bit of a problem. He's got a very, very scary spin fuser that does a lot of damage. Okay, if we jump with it. There we go. He's a good jumper. He doesn't have a lot of energy though. He's also got a very badass grenade there. And he's got this. Automatic shotgun. Now, thing is, the Brutes, again, against newbies, you're fine. But the thing is, it's a slow class. Usually, well, not very maneuverable. Probably never going, if the opponents are good, never going to get close to anyone. Okay, the spin fuse is fine. It does what it needs to do. But the thing is, why not just use a soldier? Fine, you've got a lot more health. But this shotgun will kill people. Yeah, but it just doesn't fit. Why not, I don't know, give him some kind of deer slug, like a thumper, but without the explosion or something, and does a lot of damage, but you actually have to aim, not just the stupid spread. It really feels like it's fighting rock salt right now. And the spread's just insane. But anyway, that's my opinion. This is the Brute, very strong in whatever it is that it does. Alright, I think this is a sticky grenade. If you use it properly, it will kill people. This thing is huge, of course, but oh well. There you go. That's all I have to say about the Brute. Nothing. People just think that this automatic shotgun should be replaced with something a little bit more scary, considering you have our friend the Juggernaut with this thing, and a spin fuser. So, you know. Still has to figure out that role. And then the Doombringer, I can't really show too much about this guy. He's got, that's another sticky type grenade. press the wrong button. And he also has a force field. Now that force field is again powered by the generator, and if you go through it at speed and you're an enemy, you die. The damage is directly correlated. I wanted to use a difficult word. It's not gonna happen today. I'm sorry, just woke up. So many damage, you die. You speed, you die. Okay. It's also 2 shots and it's dead, but still, it's kind of nasty if you're not prepared and your team's letting you down a little bit. This thing here, I can't really show it to you in this thing, but it's basically shoot, lock on, people die. No, not that much skill involved, but it's, I guess, a necessary evil. They did nerf into the ground. When you're going to see a lot of vehicles around, that's going to be a problem. And this guy is probably going to be your last line of defense, but they kind of tweaked the missile. Well, it's all up in the air. And this one, pretty straightforward. That's the chain gun. Right, the spread's alright. There you go. They did nerf the damage on this one, so it kind of makes it... People say it is useless. You can, of course, still kill people with it. But again, with guys like the Raider and the Scrambler running around and all that, it's kind of silly that you have this spin-up time. Of course, your range is nearly infinite, but if you can hit someone there, it's going to take about 3 years for those bullets to arrive. So, there you go. I think I've covered everything a little bit. So I also now know a little bit more what I'm talking about, because I hadn't really done this yet. I think I'm gonna be unlocking this one. I don't know. Oh yeah, I forgot about the Raider. I forgot his pack. He's a Zealot. Basically, he's Protoss. He has a shield that absorbs damage. That kind of makes him kind of sad to play against as well. Of course, it drains... Well, most of the energy is drained after 1 shot. See? But still, it's a nice thing to have when you're fighting that hapless little engineer. Right, so I did what I was going to do. We have all the classes, and now I probably am going to train my Pathfinder. Now the thing is, I need, for the Ranger, I want this Survivalist perk. Heal 35% and regain 25 energy. You can use these perks on all the classes. So I've got 6,000 XP, I need 2,000 more, and I'm rid of the Ranger forever, and then I'm gonna go back to my Soldier here, which is probably the one I want to be good at because of the spin fuser thing, you know. And I also need the Pathfinder egocentric perk, where you get 35% damage reduction on your own disc jumps, which is kind of nice to have with a guy who does 900 damage in one go. This one. There you go. We've got the regen, also a rather controversial thing. 160 now. I'm not really. I'm just showing off here. Showing off badly what I'm capable of. That is a big grenade. Woo! Come on, regen. There you go, 170. That's not bad. And now we've depleted all their energy, and I ran out of heals. That's always nice to have. Whoops, crack. That's most of my momentum gone, but that's okay. There's the flag there. I'm gonna cap it. It's shooting at me. Whoops, daisies. See, this map's kind of great to have all the speed going here. Feel you're actually accomplishing something. There you go. Can end it there. Hope that was enlightening. And there you go. The classes, or the loadouts, as they are preferred to be called.